Tonight we are discussing She Made Me Change or Else. Right? Fellas, do you feel like your woman puts unreasonable demands on you to conform to some other type of dude that you not? Right? Your clothes or something, they complain, oh, what? Why you got that on? And they try to change the clothes. Some women say, oh, I heard that saying, oh, he was plaiting stripes before I met him. You ever heard women say that, man? It's like they got this thing in their mind that
we can't,
yeah. You know what I'm saying? It was good enough to put on you.
I seen your man in this action. Girl, I must have been asleep when he left the house.
Then when we step out and somebody be like, oh, who is this? Oh, then it's like, oh, what you doing? What you doing? Right.
We gotta remember to breathe.
Bring it down. But we got a clip we want to show. Saw this clip, and I'm not going to describe the emotion it evoked at the time. I'm gonna let you be the judge, right? I'm gonna let you be the judge. So sit back and check this clip out. We're gonna have a little talk about it. Just a second.
No.
Here, let me fix it for you.
Why would you do that? What if I took that and I cut your hair off?
I told you I didn't like your beard.
Why would you do that? I told you. Oh my gosh, I told you it's not funny. If I took that and cut your hair,
You better not.
it would be abuse or something. But you do it to me and it's fine. You keep doing all this crap to me. This is my beard. You know there's something very important to me. This was the
It'll grow
surprise.
back.
Babe, it took me 2 years. Babe, I am shaking right now. I can't believe you did that. If I did it to you, it would be all messed up. It would be mean, right? But you do it to me, and it's fine.
Your beard will grow back. It looks better without it.
No. It's not funny. Yeah.
Well, you might as well finish it. No.
So, fellas, how would you feel if let's say you woke up one morning, right? You wipe the sleep out your eyes, you go to the mirror, and you don't even recognize yourself because something is missing. You look at your face and your beard gone or something. How would you feel if your woman took some clippers or some scissors to your beard without even asking? How would that make you feel?
I remember when the lady had cut the man hair off. Remember when she cut the man hair off and he was crying? He's running around the house and she was like, well, you had cheated on me and I cut your hair off. And I'm like, oh my God, what are we doing? We can't do that. You can't do that. Because that woman cut his hair off. Well, she clipped his beard and she had red and stuff, purple in her hair.
Yeah.
I know he didn't say, you know what? You eating with that. He did not look at her and say, you are eating with that. He didn't do that.
No. But he did say, he said, if I did it to you, I'm not going to get the same thing.
No.
Because you going to act like I done put my hands on you. I'm going to end up in jail. That's what I'm saying. All these consequences if I react to what you do. But you just feel like, oh, I don't like your beard, and you just go cut it?
Well, more importantly, I want to deal with the fact that you think that it's okay to do that. You thought it was okay to do that. I mean, my wife says all the time about stuff. I think it's a commercial that comes on, and the guy says, how long has it been since you were growing your beard that mom hates? And he said since 77. And I can relate to that. Because oftentimes I do stuff to my hair, my face. And my wife is like, what are you doing? You need to leave that alone. And I do something because I get bored.
Oh, wow.
But see, because I am sketchy about setting boundaries about what I do with my face. Thus, when my wife gets ready to cut her hair, I say, hey, honey, why are you cutting your hair? She'll say, whoa. This is my hair.
Yeah.
I can do
she's doing it right now.
I can do what I want to do
Oh.
by her. She can't. She has no problem with setting her boundaries about what I can say something about and what I can't say something about when it comes to her. But I'm shaky because I don't want to offend nobody, so I got to wear my face to her how she wants me to.
Fellas, are we dealing with a double standard here?
Oh, that ain't even double. That's triple.
And then it triple the standard.
But again, we don't do. I don't think men do a good job of setting boundaries. We don't do. We kind of well, if you don't like it, we don't. When women, I'm telling you, my wife tell me, would you say nothing about me? I'm like, whoa, we're gonna come
Keep
to
your
blows.
opinions
Or
to yourself.
don't you say a word
Keep
about
your
it? Yes,
opinions
and she meant that,
to
and she said it
yourself.
with her chest.
With a chest?
Yes, she did, brother. And it got, and I felt I didn't even care about her
Mm-hmm.
as much as the way she put boundaries on. That's what made me.
Oh, so her boundaries are to be respected, but yours can be.
Maybe it was the part where she said, "And a fight come with it." maybe that was what it was.
So you ain't want that smoke in there. Okay.
Ah, girl, you got it.
But we want to know, how would you feel if somebody changed your look, right? Without asking you. Drop a comment. Let us know. How would you feel? Cheryl said that was 20 years ago. Let it go. All right, 20 years ago. Was that?
It was, but she didn't say that she was different.
that incident happened 20 years ago.
She said she was no different.
Okay, you need an update?
Then she said I don't bother with it when it comes to her. I don't bother.
Listen, if you notice the frustration on that man's face, because
he wanted to hear it. He looked like he wanted to talk to her.
Yeah. And I don't know if wives, girlfriends, I don't know if women really understand or respect the amount of restraint that men have to display. Because he showed some pretty good restraint in that situation.
But what man in a relationship don't though? We do it all the time.
Right. So what do we do with the frustration though?
But my problem with men is though, we'll look at somebody else, see the results that they get, and we'll say we want that, but we're not willing to do what we need to do in order to get that.
Mm-hmm.
We want to be liked. We want to be liked. We want to be nice. We want to be nice guys.
Mm-hmm.
We don't want our wives thinking ill of us. And I think sometimes in order to get to that destination or the place that you want to get, because I know some guys that this will never happen to, and then I know some guys that this might happen to.
Mm-hmm.
And the difference between the guys is one guy sets real good boundaries and the other ones don't. That's the only difference.
So guys, let us know. Any guys listening, what's the craziest thing you've been demanded to change? The craziest thing you've been demanded to change. So what's the craziest thing that you had to change? Where you was like, I don't like that. You got to do this.
It's gotta be. See, I don't have any hair anymore, so it's not the hair. It's certainly not the hair. I gotta say it's when I'm now. She don't like me to dye my beard. If I dye black, she don't want that young. She don't want the young.
Oh, okay.
Oh, she don't want the young tenders.
Yeah, them not them tenders.
She
Not them tenders.
don't want them young tenders. She want to be old and gray like her. And if I die, she'll say, "What is she doing?
What's going on here?"
Yeah, she don't want me. Yeah. No.
Okay. So dyeing your beard.
Yeah, she don't be dying.
She don't want you dyeing your beard. Now my wife, I don't know what is. My wife is funny about hair. She gotta see some hair. I've rocked the bald head before. And she protested like nobody business.
But see, this is the thing about I'm got in agreement with Selena.
Oh, come on. What you got, man?
The last
What you got?
thing I want to see is a dude that can grow her, having the audacity. Listen, we don't rock.
It's a style.
Hold on, sir.
It's a style.
We don't rock bald
You
heads.
my side.
We
Where
don't
you
rock
going?
bald heads because we want to. We rock bald heads because we have to. Nobody want to see this patch in my head right here. Nobody want to see that. And you have the audacity and can grow a full head of hair and tell me I want to rock the bald head. Well, I tell you what, I will switch with you, sir. And I bet you won't see me rocking a bald head.
Hey man, I can rock the bald head though, man. I can rock the bald head. I ain't got
You got a choice, bro.
no funny looking head or nothing, man. I got the aerodynamics and all that type of stuff happening, man.
Okay, but you also got hair.
See if I can grow a shoulder.
Hey, LeBron will switch with you.
Cheryl said, no, it's not the tenders. It's the trifecta of the new growth. See, she's trying to protect you. She trying to protect you.
It's the tender.
Dr. Selena, my wife, she told me hated it. Hated it. Right. And let me say this. Gotta put out a disclaimer. Give me a close-up real quick. Disclaimer. Right. So this disclaimer is everything that we talk about, we're looking at men in general. We are not inadvertently complaining about our wives. We love our wives, we really do. We have issues. Yeah, we do. We have issues. But we're addressing something that men are dealing with. Right? So we got to throw that disclaimer out because we don't want people like, oh, their house must be a mess, child, because they talking about it. No. We don't do that. We don't come on here to blast them. We're talking about things that men are dealing with.
One of the things also is we don't do any therapy on the show that we hadn't done with our wives prior. There's no airing of the dirty laundry that comes out on the show that we hadn't talked about with our wives. Now, with that being said, do they get on our nerves? You better believe that. But we are not going to come on the show and air our dirty laundry. That's not fair to them or you guys, because we have to go through the proper channels to get our relationships and marriages fixed just like everybody else does.
Yeah, we gotta listen. Anytime you're interacting with a person that frequently, because you live with them, the relationship incurs friction, and you're gonna need maintenance. Anything that encounters friction is gonna wear down after time. You're gonna need some maintenance. You're gonna need some service, right? You're gonna need to get service, and sometimes you got to bring in a professional to come in and help y'all work out some stuff, right? So we just want to put that out there. So, what's up, Miss Keisha? Good evening.
Keisha, where you been?
She's speaking to the wives as well.
She's been gone for a minute. I ain't seen
Yeah,
Keisha
right.
stale.
Right. Info missing. All right. But no. And it's not hard to find a man who has had to put away something, put down something, cut off something because his wife demanded it. Right? My wife used to be funny about hats. I used to put on a hat and she used to come snatch it off my head. I don't like this.
Because you got her, man.
I wear a hat.
Hats off for bald-headed people, man.
Or they be hat fishing. That's what they call it. They say you hat
And
fishing.
I am offended again by
You be
this.
hat fishing?
Do you say I got a hat on right now?
You be hat fishing. See, my wife I hated it. Do we get the same liberties to express what we don't like though?
No, we don't. And you better not say nothing about them having a wig on.
Oh
Hey,
no!
I'm trying to figure out how the heifer gonna come up with a hat fishing and they wig fishing. Nobody never said nothing about no wigs like that. And we know it's wigs. We don't never say nothing about it. And y'all had on that time, girl. Let me see him with his hat off. Let me see with your hat off. That's just me.
And we accommodate. We do on the minor things, right? Like in the video, this man beard, right? That ain't nothing you can just put back on.
But you could tell she had told him that she had expressed vigorously. You could tell that she didn't like the beard. You could tell.
Mm-hmm.
And she was looks like she was at her with saying, "I'm going to do something to make him cut it off." Because see, as I'm looking at it,
wow,
I wouldn't have cut it off. I'd have just colored that in. Something I would cut it off.
Right, sprayed it up, right?
I ain't cut that off. But but you would tell she really didn't want it to happen. And see, I think that needs to be discussed. So I'm looking at her, and she got
Mhm.
purple and red in her head, and I'm like, dude, I know he didn't like that.
Yeah. Any women listening, how do you approach your husband, your boyfriend, your significant? How do you approach when you don't like something? Do you just feel this liberty and this freedom to just go and express it to them, or do you actually contemplate before you go to them?
They don't contemplate no.
They don't think about it.
Oh man, well, because we have an open door policy with women, with our wives, to where it's the door swinging always open, where you can come in and tell me anything. But now it's a lock on it when I'm going back over there to tell you something. Hey, what? Why is the door locked? I can't get in here. Don't want to tell you about. I don't like this, or I don't like that.
But is it a kind of goes without saying that there's an expectation for us to amend and to bend and to accommodate, as opposed to the wives, or women? Do you feel like you do all the accommodation and you're just trying to level the playing field? We want to know how you feel. Cheryl says, privately, I think the young lady recorded so he wouldn't react. That's a great point. He already told her no, so he wanted to get the beating on camera. So she said, "Let me go and do it with this camera." But when the camera went off,
well, then if that's the case, if he already told her no, why are we still here? Why are we still talking about this? If I told you no already, Why does my no not mean no to you?
Yeah, and I don't believe that he's that person, because she would have had a little bit more resistance to even do it in the first place. She wouldn't have been so quick to do that if he hadn't shown signs that he doesn't react. That harshly.
I would have cut something.
If he had done her something bad before, she wouldn't have. No.
I gotta cut something though. I can't let you slide.
Yeah.
Not like that.
Yeah.
Because you have, I think it's, and I want people to understand where I'm coming from. If you have a blatant disregard for the authority that I bring, the authority that I have in the house, you just say, the hell with what you talking about. I'm going to do what I'm going to do, because at that point you come out, you're not under the umbrella for which the protection to which I provide, and so now you are off from under it. So now you have to suffer the wrath that comes with the wrath that comes with not being under the umbrella.
Yeah, biblical on
dude, because it's a blatant disrespect for the authority that I carry.
Yeah. So now, how do we get here? Like, how do the small things like a beard or a hat or something, how do they turn into something bigger?
Well, you have to allow your nose to be no. One thing I kind of learned with my kids, man, if you waver in it, oh God, you have just set the precedent for things to come and things to follow.
Yeah.
If you say no to them about something, you got to mean no. Because if you mean maybe, they're gonna drive you to the court and back. It's the same. Your no has to be no. I got a friend of ours. I remember when he first came, he said no to some things. Everybody like, oh, I can't believe he's doing it. Oh, I can't believe it. But right now, people wants the results and of the financial relationship that they have with his wife. But we don't want to go through the same discipline and things that they went through to get theirs. We want to put a spin on it and be nice and say, well, maybe you can get that. No. It's only one way you're gonna get those results.
So you saying we overcompromise because we're afraid to be the heavy?
Absolutely. We don't want to be. We just want to get along. For the most part, men just want to get along.
So what drives that in us? Why do we feel like we have to accommodate? Why won't we be the heavy in the situation?
Because I want to be my everything to my wife. And by me wanting to be her everything, I don't want to have to be mean, even when it's time for me to be. Even when it's time for me to say no, I want to say no to where she can accept it. And the misconception of that concept is she's not going to accept no matter how you tell her, no matter how you do it. And that's the misconception that men have. She is not going to accept your no. What's Beyonce says, no matter how many times they say yeah, It's, when I say no, it's like I never said yeah.
Oh, boy, quoting Beyonce on y'all.
But it's the truth, and we're trying to find a way to do it to where I can her eyes can still light up, and that ain't gonna happen.
So women, let us know, what does it do to you when we tell you no, especially in regards to something that pertains to us, like something you want us to change or something what does it do to you when we say no? Pop in the comments, let us know. What does it do to you when we tell you no? I want to know. Inquiring minds want to know. What does it do? Right? Because it's that, I don't want to call it fear, but it's kind of like a fear of the reaction.
Oh, yeah.
Because truly, me and walk on eggshells.
You know, well, that's
we some light steppers.
I tell my wife that all the time, and she swears.
Oh man!
Oh my God, son! I'm not going to be walking on eggshells. I'm like, you walking on eggshells? I'm walking on eggshells.
Doc Selena said it's like you cussed. Okay, it's like you cussed. Cheryl says it's not just the beard issue; it's a control issue. It's fighting for control. No, it's not good, but it's a matter of fact. Okay, so it's a control issue. Why feel the need to control what your man looks like? Why feel the need to control what he looks like? We're gonna go to appearance right now.
I can't believe she admitted it. I am shocked. I'm like, oh my God. She admitted it. You can't control me. I'm sorry, but she's absolutely right though. It's definitely control.
Say only in love and war.
Yes.
Keisha says no. What does that even mean? It's definitely like y'all cuss us out. Well, so nobody ever told you no before?
No matter how we say it. No matter how we say it. And this is the thing about women. Women have stick-to-itiveness. Where if you tell me no today, you know I'm coming back. I'm coming back later and ask you again. I'm gonna come back until I get you to either compromise, because normally what I do, whatever I'm saying no to, and you keep asking me, I say, well, now I'm trying to find a compromise. Because I don't want to go back on my word and do what I said. So I'm like, well, listen, okay. Well, maybe we can do it. Now I'm trying to do something that pleases me and pleases you.
So you fold like old long.
Oh man, like one of the chairs that got the
on the old school.
Oh, brother, big time, bro. Big time.
Just fold up.
And ultimately, because we fold up like that, down the road, we generally don't get the results that we want when we say no.
Because I was just going to ask, what happens when we compromise a boundary? Because that's what we're talking about. These are boundaries that are being overstepped.
I'm telling you, one thing I have learned from my wife: when Cheryl say no, she means no. Okay. And ain't nothing I can do to change it. When she say, "Hey, don't be asking me about my hair. It's my hair." Okay. And she was strong. I'm telling you.
So why don't you feel the same liberty to stick to your no?
Because I don't feel like I need to. It's not, to be honest, it's not that big of a deal, to be honest. That's my thinking.
And you just
it ain't that big of a deal.
Let me give Miss Keith. She said it's not controlling what y'all look like per se. Please understand, how y'all look is a reflection on us. Listen.
Y'all got
half these raggedy heifers out here can't even get no man. You got one, and you worried about what people say what he look like? They talk about it because they just mad because they ain't got it.
You better tell her one more time, before poke in the back.
Excuse me. I got to side myself for a minute. But you gotta consider this. And why do women care so much about public perception when people don't matter to that degree? The people who really matter, you ain't even checking for them. But the people who don't matter, those are the ones you always trying to accommodate. Those are the ones you always trying to please. Why? Somebody tell me. Why? Why does it matter what people say on social media about what your husband had on in the picture?
I don't really know, but I know at this point you need to like, share, and subscribe. Tell somebody about the show. We're trying to get our listeners and followers up. Follow us and like us on TikTok as well. But please, y'all, please do me a favor and tell somebody about the show, especially if you're enjoying the show. If you hate the show, something wrong with you and you crazy anyway, but it's the best thing smoking out there. Again, like, share, and subscribe. Now back to She Made Me Change or Else.
You need to get yourself checked.
There's something wrong with you.
Something wrong. Something going on. Right? Why is it so important for us to maintain boundaries? Even when we feel like it don't really matter. It's not a big deal. Right? Keisha said, hold up. I'm that raggedy. She said, I'm that raggedy here, but I don't have a man yet. Well, stop talking about other folks' man then.
What now?
And what he got on.
Yeah. Okay.
See, that's why. Because you put your mouth on other. No, I can't say that. Whoa, pull up. Just stop talking about other people. Yeah, leave it alone. All right. Dr. Selena says, I want you to present your best. I want you to present your best self when you step out. So I give my input. My best self is based on me, not you, right? How much input should they have on what our best self is?
I think it should be a partnership though. It should be us. I think you should wait for me to ask you. See, I've often wondered, do women trust us enough to invite them in before they kick the door down and tell us what they think? So hold on a second.
Right.
So,
at least wait for us to ask.
oh my God, make sure I got this thing where if I'm driving,
I
drive like it's a steering wheel over in Cheryl. But by the time she get through telling me everything to do, I'm like, man, we got to get a steering wheel over there.
Just let her drive.
And she said, no, you go ahead. But you done drove all the way here. You done told me what to stop, back up, turn over there. Though you told me the whole way. It's like, just hold on. If I need help, I'll let you know. But they don't trust that we're gonna do that.
So the appearance changes and demands on appearance. There's a deeper issue there, or is it just really about
I think everybody wants to be needed, but I think at some point we have to submit to his authority, and it's just much better if I submit to your authority and you need me. It compliments me. But if I don't think you're gonna do it, I'm gonna keep butting in and saying I know, because I feel like I gotta prove that to you. I know everything that Cheryl can help me with. But it bothers me sometimes is you won't hold on, let me I know what I'm doing. When I need you, I know where you are. I'm gonna come to you as soon as I need you.
Right.
It's like with the man's hair. Why don't you like it? But I don't like it because this, that, other. But I don't like the blue and the green you got up there on your hair either.
Right.
Okay,
right.
Now back to me. Why would you don't like? But I don't like it because this, that, other. Okay, but this is why I like it.
So Keisha talking about preach, Dr. Selena. Dr. Selena says we gotta glow up when we marry. I just want to keep the glow up going. We glue up together. I seen the pictures of you back then too.
Oh,
come on, we came up together. Together.
No.
Right?
No.
Come on now. Cheryl says, so are you telling me you don't like us? And that's another reason why we keep our mouths closed and we internalize. Because when we say something, we could be just trying to make a point, but it goes somewhere else.
Okay, for example, there's another one coming up. Okay.
So are you telling me you don't like my hair?
Well, it's not the hair, it's those shades that you got on the picture. I don't really care for those.
So you saying that should be a compromise. So
I think
if you want me to get rid of the beard, you got to get rid of something.
The shades.
That's kind of easy though. A beard versus a shade.
No, it ain't easy because it's easy to me.
No,
it's not easy to the person that has them on because they don't want to take them off.
Keisha said, "Bras be looking at y'all and saying she don't care how her man look."
You think so?
then that's them skanks that'll try to slide in and think she can fix y'all up. And y'all, listen,
Y'all giving this way more
What?
thought than men do. We don't think, oh, come on, we don't think of, we don't.
really? Really? She says, and thinks she can fix y'all up and y'all fall for the trap. We don't get with no woman. Why would we go to somebody that's trying to control us to get with somebody that's trying to control us?
Because the key word being trying to control us.
Right? Right? Because I guarantee you that woman ain't presenting no control. Listen, if y'all gonna sit up here and pat each other's back on
The
our
whole
comments,
show. The
how
whole
about
show.
y'all text each other? Get a number and text us something. You know what I'm saying?
That's the same
No,
thing,
just going back on preach, child, preach, girl.
You know, now when you ate is when you said leaving one that's controlling to go to another that's controlling. You ate these. You ate these. You ate these.
Why? Why would we do that?
Don't make no sense.
It don't make sense.
All we want at the end of the day is to be loved, appreciated, and respected.
To my brother, Pastor, you're wrong. I'm just kind of telling like a TI is. You know what I'm saying? But at a deeper level, though, at a deeper level, if a man is constantly getting demands or complaints, at what point should he pay attention to it? Or should he just ignore it as
Well,
she always complains?
well, one of the things that complaining does is it lets me know that you're not happy about something.
Mm.
So I often, when Cheryl starts complaining, I'm like, hey, what's wrong? What's going on? Nothing. I got to beat it out of her. She ain't going to say nothing. Nothing. I'm like, you know what's funny? I got to go through all of this just to get you to tell me what's going on.
Now that's pretty clever and kind of diabolical. That's the entry point, because I'm looking at Cheryl says, oh, so how do we give our input on your outfit if it's not matching?
Or you ain't
Come
gonna
on.
talk.
But my thing is, did we ask for the input?
Because we may think we looking fly.
What?
Let me tell you what happened. So we went to Dubai. We went to Dubai some years back, and I had on a shirt with some stripes going this way and some shorts with the stripes going that way. See, that wasn't the style when I put it on. But
You like
after
when
I
the-
put it on,
like when
everybody started doing it.
You're like when the Christmas candies when you want to be stuck to the pan.
And even then, it's a way to tell us, hey, you know what would go better than that? Would it go better with that pants or that shirt? This or that. Give me a suggestion.
Because rarely do we ask. Rarely do we ask. We don't go and say, how does this look on me? We don't really do that.
This make me look fat. I'm gonna push this over here.
We can tell because the buttons be pushing, so we don't need to ask no questions. If the button about to pop, we already know. so we ain't asking this question.
I'm not saying my wife says that.
Like we throw the disclaimer. You got to put the disclaimer out there, man. You got to put the disclaimer
I'm
out there.
saying generally that's the conversation. Why does make me look? Oh, you stop.
Your friend told you. What your friend told you.
Hey, pull him out the bed. Nothing to go grab it.
So I got a question for the women. And this is an assumption that I'm making. If there is an excessive amount of demands for change, if there's an excessive amount of complaining, does this translate to a lack of confidence in the man that you're with? Does it translate to a lack of confidence? Because here you are with him and something's not right with him, or based on your perception, something's not right. So this form of control is really a reaction to some anxiety that you feeling about where the relationship is. I'm just wondering. All right, Keisha says he should pay attention immediately. Y'all sometimes let yourselves go and then show your whole tail if we let ourselves go. She said, it's a problem when we say something, but it's okay when y'all do. And do we? Okay. Sarah, to my too late. Dr. Selena says, rarely do y'all ask a lot of things, but we would be lost without us. But we would be lost without us speaking on it and giving our wisdom.
The great thing about wisdom is generally much more appreciated when I'm looking for it.
When it's invited. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
Did I say something? How much more appreciative am I?
Yeah.
If I'm looking for that, because when I don't know where I'm going, I say, hey, ooh, hey, I don't know where I'm at. I don't get a chance to.
So, because what signal does it send to the man if all I'm getting from you is demands to change and complaints about something about me? What do we see? Cheryl said it translates to a point of not paying attention to the signs. Signs from who? Signs from us? Signs from
what?
Keisha said, let us step out with ashy feet.
Well, see, hold on. Keisha, you can step out with ashy feet if you want to. Women are so hard on each other. The first thing y'all gonna do when y'all see each other is look down and say, no, she didn't come out with her ankles look like they about to break.
Right.
That's the first. That's what women do to each other. That's not what men do to each other.
Most men ain't saying nothing. We ain't saying nothing.
Because we ain't looking at your ankles.
Y'all clocking each other. Y'all clocking each other. And I tell you, if you got a booger in your nose or something, I'm gonna look out for you. If something out of place, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna look out for you, you know what I'm saying? But
you say you got company.
Yeah, you got people in the house. That's what I said. You got people in the house. Got some visitors. Keisha said, let us step out. She said it's the same thing to keep us. All right. And I think women have this skewed perception that we complain a lot.
I mean, you know, but this is the thing. You have to consider who the person is. Oftentimes, I can tell when I'm complaining a lot or doing too much, and either Shirley say something, or I try to pull myself back. But I just think, to me, it just depends on what are we complaining about. Because if you cut my bird off, I'm gonna complain for the next until it grows back in this spot. I'm gonna be complaining for a little while about you. And I'm gonna put you on blast about everything that I don't like, that I want you to do something about. That's what I'm gonna be complaining about.
Okay. What if it's a complaint about somebody in your family? I don't like them. I want them over anymore.
You know, the great thing about being an older couple, because we've gone through all of that. And Shirley's really good with family. And even when I'm not as good as she is, she kind of helps me be good with family.
Oh, so you the complainer.
Oh, very much so.
She got the hospitality. It's not
Yes,
not the strong suit.
That's not my fault.
Oh, okay. I got you. But I was wondering. Nobody answered my question. I was just wondering: is that a sign of anxiety or fear about the relationship? Is that a signal to us that I don't see enough for me to feel safe? I don't see enough for me to feel comfortable. So if he's not going to do something, I need to drive this. But you don't drive it outside. You drive it indirectly through him. So you put the demands, so you drive him. And that's really what you driving him. But the purpose of driving him is it centered around something that you see that's making you uncomfortable about either where you're headed as a couple, as far as your life goes, or something, right? Because, like you said, we respond to complaints. Our complaint department is, you know what I'm saying?
It's filled up.
Sarah says, not paying attention to each other's opinions or suggestions. We don't say what we really want to say because we're considering feelings. Y'all don't say what y'all. Oh, so it gets worse.
Okay.
Y'all don't say what y'all really want to say.
That's
I've never seen a woman just
that's not
don't
true.
feel like she can't
Stop.
express herself.
Oh my gosh, stop. That's one thing we don't do. That's one thing we don't. When women don't have no problem expressing themselves to us about how they feel, especially when it comes to us.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever we doing too much of, they let us know.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever we ain't doing enough of, they let us know. But do we say something? I won't say nothing. Every now and then I must up the courage. Because you know why? Because and the reason why I said it because it's gonna turn to something, an argument, something I don't want to talk about.
Right.
We're gonna make it about something else. And I don't
Right.
want, you know.
Yeah, typically something gonna be withheld.
Yeah, boy. See, I didn't want to say that.
So we walk on the eggshells. But you could be having a great day. You could be having a great day. Y'all done kicked it. Y'all done spent time together. Y'all done done some events and all this type of stuff. And you like, men, this is how men are. We are walking on eggshells. He's like, I don't want to disturb.
I say something about
Don't
this.
disturb it. So,
I say something about this.
and as soon as you do, I don't feel. I
No, you don't think you gonna get that I said, hey, hey, I want some shit. Say you don't really want that.
No, you don't.
No, you don't. I mean, like,
Jedi mind tricks is that.
They go on, they go sleep.
Okay. Keisha says, when you trapped us.
Oh, you said Keisha. Somebody do something with Keisha.
She said, y'all smelled of Jupinotica. But then you get comfortable and go out with us with the raggediest shirt and sandals you own.
I would have to say that's me. I have let myself. A couple days ago, I had a 6-pack, and I was about 6'2". I had long hair.
We got noises in the studio behind you saying
It's been quiet.
Cheryl talking about C not paying attention.
I'm simply saying, I can say where I'm guilty of being comfortable.
Cheryl, Keisha said Cheryl Lewis and all. and listen, it's easy to slip off into this space of just comfortability, right? And typically, if a man is that lax, it's because he feels pretty good about where you all are. He don't have to put on no show for nobody else.
Would you say that? Would you say that?
He feeling good about y'all.
Would you say that for the people in the back? Because I think they might have missed that.
Yeah, because that's what it is. It's a sense of comfort, right? Because what happens when things aren't good with y'all? What happens? That cologne come back out, right?
Whoa, well then you want to know.
Then he's shopping and he's like,
who you putting
where you get them shoes from?
Is that a push-up you do?
Babe, I think I'm going to the gym. You going where?
You going where?
With who? You been where?
You can't win. You can't win.
No. So it is a sign of feeling. A man is feeling good about where you are.
Yes, absolutely.
He's feeling good about it. So obviously you not, because you still worried about what other people think. You get to a point, man. Yeah, because when you off the market, you stop advertising. Stop advertising.
Y'all don't. Now you preach. You eat, D. D, you in here eating.
I'm just trying to help somebody. That's all. I'm just trying to help somebody. So, at what point, and mainly talking about people that's dating, at what point do the complaints become a sign of, you know what, we just not compatible. I'm not the one for you. If you got to complain about me that much, I mean, you really don't like me. So let me go and just do you a favor and leave.
But for the most part, couples don't complain.
Cheryl, so you're the flashiest person I know.
Ooh, girl, you gonna be live over there.
He one of them hot pepper steppers around there. Alligator skin shoes stuff.
For the most part, though, man, I could be wrong. Couples don't complain about each other, or do they? if Cheryl keep telling me where I'm falling short constantly.
Mm.
Oh, you ain't this. You can't. Oh, why we can't be like my sister? Why we can't do this? Why we can't do that? I'm not saying that she's up, but I'm saying if you do, if you complaining to me all the time about me, and it's the thing, because subconsciously I'm thinking when you complaining about me, I'm thinking about whether or not I can be the person that you want me to be.
Mm.
And I think that's, to me, because that's the issue. If
Yeah.
if it's within my change, if it's within me to change,
Mhm.
then I might want to listen to it. But I think to me, man, just the spirit of it.
So can we get too comfortable? Appearance is one thing. I get that.
Yeah.
Can we get too comfortable where we start getting lax on important things?
Like what?
Like
Like some sex.
like
I ain't giving you that work like I used to.
They working like a part-time job. Huh? Keisha says, don't nobody want somebody nobody else wants. Keep looking good.
Yeah.
Also, so you want other women to want us.
Absolutely.
You just as long as we don't entertain it. You want women to want us. That's what you're saying?
Everybody
You don't want nobody else wants.
Yeah. Yes.
Right. Okay. So we can throw out the bait, right? We just can't tug on the line. What you saying? We can't tug on the line. We can throw out the bait, we just can't tug on the line. Okay, I got it.
I'm gonna back up from these.
You fixing up the bait? He like, man, I don't feel like where to go. Put this on. As soon as you step out, then everybody,
You gotta beat them out for you.
Right. But you don't want nobody else wants. That's interesting.
Oh, I don't think nobody do. I think that's why guys are able to run through so many women, because it's the guy that everybody wants. So, and people will give themselves to a guy that everybody wants, so they can have a piece of the guy.
Right.
Well, you don't actually get him.
He got 17 kids, and you know about them.
Yeah.
And yet you still messing with him.
Yes.
That's some rationale.
Yeah.
I just don't get. I don't understand.
Ain't gonna make sense.
Yeah.
I seen the security guard running through a church.
Yeah.
Running through. When I tell you, running,
Unsecured.
Insecure. And I was like, what? He ain't even got to make $15 an hour.
Oh no. Yeah.
Maybe just me. Maybe just me and my rationale.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm crazy.
Yeah. See, because what women fail to realize, it's not the clothes that we wearing that's making that other woman look. It's just the fact that we with somebody. Because women want what other women have.
That's commitment.
Yeah.
That's commitment from that.
I heard a woman say, I don't know if she was a relationship coach or something. She said there's a reason why women are attracted to men that are in relationships, because they have already displayed that they know how to be in them. Keisha says, now you're listening. Cheryl, it's eye candy. That's both men and women. He says, see how y'all got off topic? Focus, brothers. Focus. How we get off topic? What are you talking about?
I ain't thinking about Keisha.
What are you talking about?
Keisha, you got to spread it out over a 2-week period. You just got back. You can't use all your notes up for the day.
No, it's a thing to maintain or manage when it comes to these boundaries, though, because it's really what it is. We're talking about boundaries, and as men, the little things, right? Bible says it's the small foxes that destroy the vine. It's the little things that set you up for bigger issues later on. If you keep compromising, that line keeps getting pushed back, and pretty soon it's gone.
No, you're right. And then, for the most part, it's funny because one of the things, if you ask anybody about relationships and being together, the first thing people will say is, "Oh, we got to talk, we got to conversate, we got to talk, we got to talk, we got to talk."
Mm-hmm.
And the reason why people say it, man, it's so assumed in relationships. It's so assumed. It's, oh, I thought you knew. Well, you supposed to know. Well, I thought, but I had said that. Oh, well, I didn't hear that. That's not how I took it, or I text, or I did. It can conversation, man. It can be misconstrued so many different ways, man. And it's because sometimes it's really difficult to explain yourself to somebody.
Right.
What did they say? Conversations when you think the other person, when you think the other person on the other end. What is it, Selena? What did it say? When you think the other person on the other end understands or comprehends,
Oh, when you assume.
then you
Yeah.
assume.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You assume communication is happening,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
But if you don't check for understanding,
Understanding. Yes.
then you
absolutely.
don't know how they
Absolutely.
interpreted what you said.
Absolutely. Yes.
Right.
That's what I'm saying. That's
So no, we don't typically check like we should. Honestly, we don't. And as men and women, especially men, husbands and wives, we need to do more checking. We need to do more checking because you get signals that something's wrong, right? If your wife is overly complaining, how often do you actually pay attention to the complaints? Do you really listen to and pay attention to the complaints?
No, not really. It just depends on if she's a complainer or not.
Oh, so see, if that's a mode, then you just kind of tune her out. You get used to tune her out.
Yeah. I think. See, because women have. I heard this. Women have a 5,500 word. It's 15,000 word.
Yeah, something
A quota that they got to get out within an hour.
You got a quota.
They got a quota. They got to get these words out an hour. So as a man, now you got to sit back and pull stuff from what they saying. They pull stuff from what they saying.
Yeah.
Dude, because if they just
Yeah.
like,
yeah.
okay, so you want me? So what now? You want me to do what now? You got to get all the rest of that out. You got to filter through, just trying to get to what's really important to them. See, that's the thing.
And let me say this. I don't know if I'm in agreement with talking to your man like he your girlfriend. I think you need girlfriends that you can confide in and talk to, because we'll listen to a degree, but if we keep hearing the same thing and you saying I'm just venting, we like, nah, we trying to fix this thing because we getting tired of hearing about it.
Yeah, we don't want to hear you complain.
We don't want to keep hearing you complain. We don't have that mechanism. That's not how we built.
Because we want you to be happy. If you're complaining about anything, that means we can't do anything about it.
Right.
And that's not how we build.
Right. And the complaining doesn't mean they actually really want change. They just want to vent. And I heard a psychologist say, he said, venting actually slows up change because it's the pressure of the problem that forces people to change. But if I vent, then I relieve some of that pressure. Every time I vent, I relieve that pressure. So I'm slow about actually changing.
Wow.
I thought that was pretty interesting.
That was the final thought interesting.
Oh, man.
That was final thought
Because
interesting.
it's about that time, huh?
Yeah, because I'm trying to remember what you said, because I was going to say. All right, final thoughts. So my final thought for this evening on this one is a little different. The woman expressed her dislike for something, and there was a conversation about it. But obviously there wasn't an understanding about it. I think with relationships now, we have to make sure that there's an understanding where we both can walk away and feel good about the result of the conversation. One of the things I noticed about my wife, me and Cheryl, when I start asking her questions about different things, she'll get flustered and she'll get flustered and she'll be ready to argue with me. We have to take the time. We have to take the time to talk to each other to make sure there's an understanding. And I think sometimes that's way more than we're willing to give in that particular moment. But it's imperative that we take the time to make sure there's an understanding, because we want the same things. And that's my final thought.
And to your point, we really have to check to see if we want the same things, because as life progresses, if we're not communicating, our idea of what's needed and what should happen, how aligned are we on that? And so that communication you're talking about is huge, because how do I get alignment unless I actually know what's on your mind and you know what's on my mind? It's easier said than done. I understand, because we're not taught to communicate. not to that level. We're not taught. We're taught to talk, and we think because we said something, we communicated. And probably we need to ask more questions than making statements. Ask questions about, why do I need to change this? Why is it such a problem for you? Why is this the thing that you focused on at this time? Because it could be something that really doesn't have anything to do with you. It's just, it's a misfire, it's a misdirected thing. And so if we talk about it, we could probably alleviate the issue. It's just sometimes the person who's there and available, they're the ones that take the beating because of the proximity. So we got to be smarter about conversations. We got to do better with our words, and we got to express what's really going on so that we can get to the root of the problem and fix it. And that's what I thought.
Wow. It just dawned on me, man. You went with a bald head. I'm still trying to figure out why.
Oh yeah, man.
No.
I rock the bald head.
So if you
And I'll say this. When Keisha says, you wouldn't have to pull if y'all would listen and do what we say. Christina got the eyes looking. I would have to say this. My bald head was popular. Yeah. I rocked it in college. It was pretty popular. That's why I went back to it.
Okay.
It was pretty popular in college.
Well, all right, then.
Somebody liked it.
All right. Well, all right, then, y'all. Remember, like, share, and subscribe.
Please do. Please do.
Tell somebody about us.
What we're going to do, we're going to get back with you next week. Don't miss it. We'll see y'all next Monday. Peace out.